Here in the U.S., women on average make 78 cents to every dollar earned by men. For African American women, that amount drops to 68 cents or less, and drops even further for Hispanic women to 57 cents or less. For the next few minutes, we'll discuss pay equity and other issues of equality for women. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum, and I'm joined today by Dr. Faye Williams, President and CEO of the National Congress of Black Women. Welcome to the program, Dr. Williams. It's always good to see you.
Thank you so much. I'm always glad to be here with you.
Here we are in 2015, and one would think that there's equality for LGBT, equality for women, equality for all minorities, particularly when it comes to pay, but that's not accurate. Why?
That's right. Some are moving faster than we are, and you mentioned that big inequity for African American women.
And Hispanic women.
And Hispanic women even more, so we have to work harder. But you know, I guess what I don't understand, and I have to say that women have to take some of the responsibility, because some of us continue to vote for people who don't support our equal rights. So one of the things we have decided that we have to do is to stir up that Equal Rights Amendment again, so that we're in the Constitution and better protected than we are now.
You mentioned the Equal Rights Amendment. I believe that there was a big movement in the 1970s to try to get something like that passed. Everyone knows that a constitutional amendment takes a really, really Herculean task to get it through the Congress and also to the states. How realistic, Dr. Williams, do you think something like that is?
Well, you know, last time we came within 3 votes. We got 35 votes. We only needed 38 in the states to ratify it. So there is a movement now to just get those other 3 states, 3 of the other states to ratify it. We don't know if that one will work, but we also have a bill that we're going to be putting in to just start over. In this day and age, why would anyone vote against an equal rights for women? Just to say, you know, fair pay, fair benefits, etc. So we'll see, but we think it may be easier this time. It may be not, but we have to at least give it a try.
Dr. Williams, as you know, this is a larger conversation as it relates to gender discrimination, as it relates to pregnancy discrimination, as it relates to some other issues out there, violence against women.
Right.
Is this a larger conversation other than the Equal Rights Amendment, or is this all comprehensive?
Well, actually, that's comprehensive. All of that would be included and could be resolved by the Equal Rights Amendment. Because then we would
including violence against women?
Including violence against women, yes, because we would have the right then to litigate cases. We would have the right to say that, you know, this just isn't going to happen to us, and we need the help of the entire Congress and all other policymakers. There are some states that have filed laws against violence against women, and we do have a federal law, but it's not in the Constitution that we have equal rights, because there are still people who believe, like Phyllis Schlafly believed long ago, that if women, you know, make more money or have more rights than we have now, that would discourage marriage. Well, there are a whole lot of us who are not married, but we don't get any discounts at the grocery store. You know, that this is a women's discount because you don't earn as much as men, or because you have had violence against you, or what have you.
Dr. Williams, we have about 45 seconds left. Other people would say, well, wait a minute, you know, there's the Family of Medical Leave Act. If in fact you want to take time off to care for your loved one, or perhaps maybe have a child, there's maternity leave. And if in fact you think that you should earn more money in the boardroom, fight for it. That's equal pay just in general. Speak up for your rights. What do you say to those individuals out there, including some women that have said that?
Absolutely, but what I would say is that if it passed in legislation, it can also be changed very easily, and that's why we need the constitutional protection, and that's why I'm challenging women to stand up. You know, 70% of people believe we already have an Equal Rights Amendment, but we don't, yet 90-some% believe that we should have it in the Constitution. So we're going to go on that 90-some%, and we'll test it this time.
All right, to be determined. Dr. Faye Williams, President and CEO of the National Congress of Black Women, thank you very much for joining us.
And thank you for having me.
And of course, thank you for joining us for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.